So my name is Farshad. I am a producer and musician and a DJ. I do music and production and DJing at night, and during the daytime I represent athletes and models, influencers. I own an agency. I first encountered my issue with water a few years back, actually, when I was trying to figure out whether I want to get essential water and pay the extra dollar to get, per bottle, or spend the extra money on getting a bottle of water that's a premium bottle of water, or whether I was gonna get, a Kirkland bottle of water from Costco. That led me to start testing bottles of water because I was interested to see, what is in what we're drinking and what we're spending money on. I started testing everything. I tested Essentia, I tested Fiji, I tested Smart Water, I tested any bottled water you can think of, I probably tested. And I came to the resolution that bottled water is really good at the source, but by the time you get it and it's in your kitchen and you're drinking it, it's not. That led me to basically understand that bottled water is just not gonna work. All the bottled water and all the water that you get from your faucet that comes in from the city is actually really unhealthy for you. So I got to the point where I cut all of that out. I cut out all the bottled water, and I decided to start looking into reverse osmosis water. Didn't know much about it, didn't know if it was possible to even get a reverse osmosis system for the entire home, but that was what I was looking for. And I'll tell you why. My reasoning behind wanting to get a full home reverse osmosis system versus getting a reverse osmosis system for under my sink was that if I get a full home reverse osmosis system, then the water that I shower in, the water that I bathe in, the water that I wash my hands in is gonna be the same as the water that I drink. And your skin is the largest cell in your body, right? It absorbs water, it's like a sponge. So anything you put on it is going inside your body. So why worry about what you're drinking if you're not gonna worry about what you're showering in, right? They're both equally as important. So I got to the point where I decided I need to get a full home reverse osmosis system, and thankfully, Connecticut came through. They came by, they tested my water, they showed me what it was. I think the parts per million of my water that was coming through the faucet was above 200. I think it was around 250 plus, if I'm not mistaken. And that's terrible. That's 250 particles per million of different, anything. It could be animal leftovers, it could be hair, literally could be anything that's dissolved in the water. We got to a point where we put together a system that fit my needs, which is exactly what I needed. A water system that went through pre-filtration, that went through reverse osmosis, that ended up getting softened. There's a water softener in it, there's a pH balancer in it. So the water that now comes out of my faucet that I drink, the water that I shower in, the water that I wash my hands in, is not only softer, it's healthier, it has much less parts per million in it, which is amazing. The pH is really high, which we already talked about. And it's amazing. It tastes good too, which is actually kind of icing on the cake. One of the major things was after every shower, I had to squeegee the shower and get water stains off of everything. Not just the shower, but also around the sink, around the faucet, around the sink. Some of my sinks are black, some of my faucets are black. I had to clean everything every time I used it. Now, I don't clean anything. With softened water and with water that's been through reverse osmosis and the system that we have in place, what we put in place in my house, there is no cleaning up. I take a shower, I rinse off, dry myself, and that's it. I don't clean any of the windows, and they're all amazingly spotless. So I got a lot of benefits out of it. Skin feels a lot greater, which is something that we didn't expect, not something that I thought was gonna happen, but it does. I will say that it wasn't something we were looking for, and it wasn't something I in particular was looking for, but my fiance was super excited about it because it kind of freshened up her skin. It made her skin a lot more healthier version of her skin, so to speak. Connecticut really helped me, gave me a bunch of these advantages, and helped me create something that's kind of lifelong and something that I'm probably never gonna go back to normal water if I had the choice. Well, now I'm saving a lot more money because now I don't spend money on bottled water at all. I don't even have bottled water. I don't do bottled water. I have these BPA-free plastic bottles that I fill up with water and ice, and the ice is made from my reverse osmosis water. And I fill that up, and I carry those around with me now. So I don't actually buy bottled water anymore. And there's another benefit that I wasn't looking for, but I ended up getting. We put a 300-gallon tank in the back of my house. 300-gallon tank that holds water. If God forbid something happened and the water in LA shut down for 24 hours or for 72 hours or for a week, I have 300 gallons of good water, reverse osmosis water, sitting in the back of my house that I could use. I have a very expensive coffee machine that is plugged into my reverse osmosis system. And that's gonna last a lot longer because of the fact that I'm putting good quality water through it. Most of the time when you get an appliance, for example, a fridge that needs water supply, a coffee maker that needs water supply, a dishwasher, whatever it is, some of those appliances may require you to put a filter through it so that the water that goes through the system isn't harsh for the system. It doesn't ruin the system of the appliance that you have. In this case, you don't have to worry about that. I feel better. I'm not, picking up big cases of water, so I'm saving my back. Don't waste your money. Get a reverse osmosis system, get a whole house reverse osmosis system, and trust me, you'll feel, you'll see, and you'll know the difference. If you're looking and you're saying, hey, I can't afford a whole home reverse osmosis system because it is a little bit more pricey, a little bit more expensive, at the bare minimum, get something for underneath your sink. At the very bare minimum, and stop buying bottled water. Even if you get something for under your sink, let's say for a lot of people, they rent houses, they don't own a house. Get something for under your sink. Put a reverse osmosis system under your sink, fill up bottles. It's pH, it's pH stabilized, it's softened, it's whatever it is, reverse osmosis. Gives you good water. You don't have to buy bottled water. You don't have to worry about BPA in bottles, which is terrible for you. You're saving, animals in the ocean. There's a lot of pluses that come to this.